morning, everyone. Welcome to the Friday morning safety meeting. Don't have too much for you today, but what I've got some pretty good stuff. We had 2 clean inspections that hit our DOT number this week, and then we had one that was not. Unfortunately, the one that was not happened back in early March. It was a brake issue. It was 3 points, so it could have been much worse because usually, brake issues end up being out of service, but not this one. And then the 2 clean inspections that we got, one happened a week ago and one happened this week. I'd like to give a shout out to Greg McLemore and Annette Bunch. Great work. So once again this week we are finishing in the good. So that is going to help us out. As you've seen, we've been sending messages out. We've been getting some silly violations that have really hurt us, mainly in hours of service, which I'm going to be covering in a second. We're going to go over some few things, show you a few things on the Qualcomm. I-44 in St. Louis. If you tried to call me before 8:15, I was not here. So if you are coming eastbound on I-44, this morning there was a bad accident. I think there was a car that was driving the wrong way down the interstate, but they've also got it down to 2 lanes. So this morning, and I'm sure right now it was down to 1 lane because of the accident. And with construction, where it bottlenecks, where 55 and 44 come in together to the city to where you get on the Poplar Street Bridge to hit 64 to make it to Caseyville, plan on a delay. They do have construction. I don't know if they've cleared that accident yet, but traffic was at a standstill. My car was just sitting there for probably a good 45 minutes on my way to work this morning. It was treacherous. So if you are coming through St. Louis, make sure you plan for that, especially if you're under a load and you're making a delivery somewhere over here, Granite City, something like that. If you can bypass the Poplar Street Bridge, if you could take 70 and take the the Stan Musial across, that would probably help you a lot by dodging some of that construction and that craziness and that bottleneck. Just want to give you all a heads up in case anybody is coming through the area. Also, I read online that in Minneapolis, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe is it 395 that creates the perimeter around Minneapolis, St. Paul, the Twin Cities area. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe it's 395 or 385 that goes around both Twin Cities. This weekend they are planning on construction on that interstate as well. So be sure to allow yourself extra time if you're traveling through that area. There's already a lot of traffic up there, but I'm sure it'll be even worse with the added construction. So I just wanted to kind of give everybody a heads up with the traffic situations that I am aware of. I don't have any new truck stops that are opening up this week for us. Seems like every week for the last month, Love's has been adding new places, but I haven't seen any hit the board this week, so I'll keep everybody posted on those as well. I would like to give a shout out for our drivers of the month for March 2021. Some familiar names and some new names on here. Company Fleet, Scott Brown. You will see his name on here often. Scott does a great job. On the independent contractor Van Fleet, Rashad Pickett. Great driver. I'm so glad to see Rashad's name on here. One of the nicest guys I know. So it's good to see some new names and new faces on here. Could not be happier for you, buddy. Great work. And then Scott Boutwell. I think this is Scott's 2nd or 3rd time being on this list. Scott's on the refrigerated fleet and he's an independent contractor. Does a great job. Scott's always a smiling face here at the yard. Always nice to see him. So once again, three deserving recipients right there. So gentlemen, great work. Couldn't have gone to better people. Let's shoot for it again next month. I believe you'll be getting $100 added to your pay as well. So, and folks, the driver of the month, I just want to clarify, this isn't just for miles and on-time delivery. It's safety, hours of service. I mean, the whole kit and caboodle, really. It's ballooned. That's what it's ballooned under. So not only are they making the miles, making on-time service, but they're doing it safely, they're doing it legally, and they're doing it repetitively, apparently, if they can get it, some of these folks get it multiple months in a row. So huge shout out. Great job. So you should see that $100 probably this week or next. And once again, just congratulations. Smart Drive. As you all know, we are getting dash cams. Once again, we are not going to have the dash cams that face the driver. They will be facing out. We do not want to see what's going on in the cab. We want to see what's going on outside of the cab. So that way, if somebody hits you, we had a deal yesterday. We had somebody that was in a truck stop, taking a shower. They come out, somebody had dinged up their truck. Well, they're not going to have to worry about that anymore because these dash cams are going to catch that. And I can't wait. I think it's going to be a huge benefit for us. And I've had people ask, if I already have a dash cam, what do I do? Use it as well. Set it up as on your blind side or something to give you a little more room to see something. Use your best judgment. However you want to use that second dash cam. Obviously, it won't hook into the Henderson system. So the one that hooks into the Henderson system has to be facing out. But if you've got an extra dash cam, use it to your advantage. We are waiting for the first shipment of cameras. We have had many people express, their interest in being one of the first trucks to have these installed. So that's a breath of fresh air. And we will be in touch to schedule installations just as soon as the devices arrive and our technicians have been trained. This is new for everybody. As I said last week, we're all going to be kind of working together here, and your feedback is going to be our number one resource. We're going to get to see things on the computer, but you are going to be the ones out there working it, and your feedback is going to help us tremendously on making this an efficient process and getting everything set in stone. So it's going to be new for all of us. I know we've got a lot of people out there that have used the Smart Drive system on other fleets, and we've had some folks reach out and say, hey, I would be happy to help. If you need anybody on the road that needs training, I'd be happy to help with that. We appreciate all of the feedback we've gotten. We've gotten very, very little negative feedback, and actually no negative feedback really. Some of it was misconstrued information because some people thought they were going to be facing the driver, which they are not. So big things happening. This is one of the most exciting things that's happened at Henderson in a very, very long time. This is a huge investment. It is a huge, huge step. And as we adapt with technology, this is the kind of thing that we're going to be seeing. Things that are new to us, they're new to you, or if they're not, we will be enlisting your help because, as I stated, you are the ones out there working it, and you are the ones that are going to give us a clear, concise answer and feedback as to what goes on out there on the road. So looking very, very forward to that. The DOT Blitz, the Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance, May 4th through 6th. Keep in mind, they said they're looking for lighting, but they're doing level 1 inspections. So make sure your lights work, but obviously make sure everything else is on the up and up. So I am going to take the camera off of my ugly mug for a little bit, and we're going to finish up on the Qualcomm unit here. So one thing that I want to go over, and it might be kind of confusing here since mine will not have it because it's not plugged into a truck, it's plugged into this, so it tells the unit that basically I'm not a real person here. So one thing I do want to cover is with the WillPair SB. So if you go to change and you have sleeper or off-duty, whatever, on yours you will see a box that says WillPair SB. We have to make sure that that box is not checked if we are not using the WillPair SB button. The reason being, it will not give you your full hours back. And I had somebody that had left it on, I believe, for like 6 days or something like that, and it did not give them very much time. Also, I know we went over this last week, so it might be redundant. Make sure you are certifying your logs. I think I got it set up this week to where I don't have to certify all 8 days. So certify, agree, and then you will be good to go. So as you can see, it'll tell me I've got 8 of 8 days certified. We want to make sure that it'll always say 7 of 8. Or if you're at the end of your day, 8 of 8, because you don't want to certify until the end. Because obviously once I certify, it will no longer give me the option to go in and edit. So that being said, these are things that can get us tickets, and we need to be paying attention. Also, your load info. Make sure and this is on the van side, because the refrigerated side, it will automatically integrate your load info into this tab. All you have to do, your load ID, which is the load number, when it starts, when it delivers, bill number, trailer number, then hit OK, and that will keep you legal as well. DOT will write you a ticket if you do not have that information filled out. And they will also write you a ticket if you don't have your logs certified. So please make sure in this certified tab that your logs every day get certified at the end of each day. And then one other thing that I want to go over, which I figured everybody would know this, but it's a good tool. So hours to be gained, obviously the hours you're getting back tonight at midnight, hours to be gained in 2 days, what you're getting back tomorrow at midnight. So if you want to calculate even further than that, it goes 8 days back. My logs are a horrible example because I'm the laziest driver in the fleet, as you could tell, but all you do is calculate your driving and your on-duty time. That's what you're getting back tonight at midnight. So you go to the 3rd, driving on duty, that's what you're getting back tomorrow at midnight. The 4th, driving on duty, that's what you're getting back Sunday. And that goes through each day as long as you are in the same reset cycle. Now, the very last thing that I want to discuss with you all, and this is pertaining to the DOT Blitz. We've covered this before, but I would like to go over how to transfer your logs to a DOT officer. So what we'll do, so let's say, I get stopped and they say, Ryan, I want you to send me your logs. They hand me a piece of paper and it's got a code on it. So we go to our hours of service tab. Then we go to day log. So on the day log tab, you'll see a button that says ERODS, ERODS, right down here. We're going to hit that. Okay. So under web services, so email, if they give you an email address, which most of them won't even do anymore, you could type that and tap it in. It won't even allow me to tap email because, once again, I'm not hooked up to a truck. But if they hand you a piece of paper with a number on it, you will want to be in web services, and under the comments, you will enter that code and hit send. That will help you transmit your logs directly to a DOT officer. And then one last trick that I want to show you is how to calibrate your screen. So if you have a Qualcomm to where you're trying to hit here and it hits directly over here, you need to calibrate your screen. So right here, there are more arrows that will give us options here. So you go over 1 page, 2 pages, go to go to settings, calibration, you hit calibrate, and just follow each of these prompts. It'll pop up. It'll say new calibration settings have been measured. Tap anywhere on the screen to accept these settings. So I tap it. Calibration successful. Your unit should work a little bit quicker, and it won't be as hard to punch in some of the numbers and dates. So that is all that I have for everybody. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. I wish everybody the best of luck out there. I know it's going to be trying times this summer with, everybody getting vaccinated, people traveling. So it's going to get crazy, but thank you for all that you do. And if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Thank you.